absolutely right.
Kom veel,
It's going to be a horrible state of affairs. Mixwell's up.
Again,
Yeah. Dancing with the devil a little bit here towards
the
Connect.
T7 net, I think.
Hasn't got the best position. Doesn't well be finding him just yet. So it's good news he managed to keep that weapon once up again. Alive once again. 12-10 though. Looks like that closing the gap for sure. You can have a look now. It's going to be $1,900 coming in for the CT, so they have the they were to force buy again. This is exactly the sort of perils I was describing before. The CT
I think exclamation reward get all fun, man.
Ja, dude, fuck that.
Fucking retards.
I know, dude.
It's the kind of situation you
tough
get
job.
yourself into. So they're taking them all.
Yeah.
Four USPs, the Orca mix well. Like I said, try and get a pick maybe towards Ivy.
I turned the cock
He'll
off.
be towards outside by himself. He's going to follow the terrorist towards
I want to read when the pros talk to each other.
Shara and World Edits, the ones over at B this time with Nafly, Rush, Daps, and Stanislaw. Inside of the B side, Mixwell alone, AWP, close angle as well to hold him main. He's trying to catch them early.
No,
so that
still shouldn't see running on the browser page.
of entrance on A before it even transpires, really, to get the man advantage.
If I is what
Wat gebeur nou? Knife en Zeus allemaal in.
The flip side to just slow it.
already.
Try and get a read against it. Bomb dropped inside of the upper hallways. Blade gonna grab that and head back toward A. And Mixwell's rotated way back toward Ivy as well, so lots of space for them to work with now.
They know exactly what's going on. They've read the situation in terms of the money. They know there's an orb available. Figure out the map. Run a complete depot at this stage. Don't need to give too much away. Even if they drop one player here, that's
Dat is
signal
ook
just
best
to get
nog
the
te
other
game,
side.
bro.
He's going to spread out right now. It will be an A split by the looks of things.
Drop this email, oh.
Wat Knife en Zeus allemaal in.
There's opportunity to fall back as well.
Motherfuckers.
First shot had to land, but it doesn't really go in his favour. Markov takes him down. So that's a weapon round over this stage. That's the only chance they have of actually making anything happen in number 23. But not meant to be.
Blade goes for flames are on him when he does.
What?
Just gets it back away to 70 HP. Finally does stick it, but it's going to be World Edit. Into the smoke. Can't find this shot, but does jumping away. Stanislaw hits the shot and rush instead. Continue to walk into his crosshair. He's got the support of Blade and finds one. He gives up on the AWP. To the pistol.
He'll go.
Wow, you retard, Mixwell.
The way of flip side.
Watch your back.
Now it will be 4 in a row.
And no, we said Mixwell had to do something there, but money
Record,
that the 4K
fucking
mark,
Zeus.
North Redwood, they will finally take an eagle on the chin here.
volgende keer dat ik
A
trek, maar
situation where they could
vergeet
buy, but they want the things to build up. They want to allow themselves to actually get to a stage where they have maybe a double orb set up. And it's been Flipside building up tons of cash and keeping strong amount of players alive each round they're winning here, the last 3.
Right, look at this use there.
Only 3 kills in the last 3 rounds. 3 in a row, my mistake, not 4, but it is still one round apart. Optic and Flipside for that matter, both still have a timeout left. See if that comes into effect as Shara spots one at the bottom of the ramp at B. That's
No,
Daps.
ik krijg
Puts
niet
a
genoeg
little bit
tijd
of
om
early
mijn Zeus te
aggression on to
kopen.
takes him down to 46, and World Edit has found Naf. So things starting off well again in an anti-eco for Flipside.
Yeah, not really much to report here. It's CT's trying to get anything they can for it. They need some body armor. Try and boost their chances of doing something with these pistols here, but Markov well at it. Just doing work here, depot, wait for them to walk into your crosshairs. They're the ones that need confirmation. They need to find that advantage to sell the round. So sit back, and now to 5-on-3. Dab's got down to 46 HP as well. This is the chart now. Flip side, will we think bringing things into 12-12?
Ik heb het allemaal gemute.
That's actually 5 rounds in the second half on the T side. It's currently 5-3, will be 6-3 after this one. And we said, flip side, they didn't count them out this game, regardless of losing the first half. Their T side is always going to be strong.
Highlander around the corner. He's going to be confronted by Daps. The shoulder peek actually gives him away, but he's still able to recover at 1 HP. Sparingly recover it.
Oh, fuck op, kies gewoon met
Still
cobblestone.
the kill right now too. After 3-minute advantages.
Spicy volgende weg.
Cobblestone?
Try and pull it away if they
Yeah.
can. It's their best hope in this. We are going to have a tie game. And
Wat?
Again, that money still
Ja
not
man,
strong.
die
Wat
cobblestone
voor
niet met.
cobblestone in die game, bro? This match.
So they'll be able to
Maar dat
buy
gaan
that.
niet
Volgende
echt
map nog
zoeken
even
naar
niet.
je, bro.
At this point, you can see the last few main players have body armor. They might as well try and save that. You don't need head armor.
Ja, man,
against
dat
the
is
AKs and
goed.
snappers with SMGs available. I'm
Nee,
not sure
nee,
anyone wants
dat
the
is
possibility of that happening.
Dus het is gelijk op.
Pistols could be beneficial as well.
Laat
So,
zien tellen.
considering their HP, that's
Go,
all they can
go.
do at this point. Keep falling back.
The question is now as well, we saw Flipside go for it and use the double off
It's,
on the CT side when they were having trouble picking up rounds.
Yeah.
Does
Nou,
Optic
dit,
try to do so?
I would say so.
I'm very glad, bro.
Certain they'll get the double orb set up at this point.
I wanna warm up for a pump, dude. I'm not yet in
Well,
offense.
let's see what the point behind that was, but let's see what they decide to do. Looks like they will not be going for the double orb setup. It's going to be Mixwell once again by himself. They have got smokes and incendiaries this time. It's a stronger buy. Haven't seen one like this in quite a while. But took a couple of rounds in, took some eco and had opportunities to buy as well. I kind of wanted to see a little bit earlier on, but flip side with a ton of cash now, even after the rebuys. Bought it at $13,000. Shara not far behind him, 12. It's pretty nuts how many they've got going forward. They're pretty much set up for the rest of the game now.
Yeah, pretty significant detail. Waylander by default takes out windows so as to mask any possibility of a read, and smoke's going in through it later on. Pretty default standard play. Mixwell and Daps. Both inside B and Mixwell. TWP is watching upper. As Daps gets more passive, they both have the potential to rotate quickly toward A if needed as World Edit and Markelov start to push out toward the Ivy position. Snapfly and Rush that would be able to set up crossfire. So long as Rush
Really
doesn't
sad.
have to be preoccupied watching A main. That's where Blade could come into this. If they time it correctly, they could segregate Naf on this and try and walk in. They're not feeling confident on that flip side, still slowing it down. They've had good reads in the previous rounds, as you mentioned. Not even really giving up any kills to Optic.
Yeah, there's working with nice defaults. There's been a lot of strange pushes from the CT side of both teams, in fact, and maybe a little bit impatient and trying to end things quicker than they could. But now, flip side, having been protected with about 40 seconds remaining. Looks like the inside play coming in right now. Still Markelov, he'll be towards Ivy for now, as his teammates do set up for that execution. Mixwell, you're going to be watching this like a war. As soon as these smokes get in, that's pretty much guaranteeing it's the last move that plays for flip side. Let's see if they can hold it off.
They're going aggressively. Smoke a connector, second one on the alley to allow the cross. Daps has to focus on upper because of it, and that's smoked out as well. A quick smoke intentionally designed to allow a drop into the site. That means Daps no line of sight as he tries to find just one to kill. He can't even spot it. On Waylander. Stan may have found one, but that's not enough. And Waylander
way.
has been returned as he spots the tracers coming through the smoke. It's all to play for the flip side. And one kid on that.
Asshole.
Jeetje, asshole. Ik probeer opgeschiet bij je Kaji.
Do find the shot on Blade. Watch the keen fire potential coming in as they line up and Rush gets two. It's all he's got no Molotov from this position. He's already peeking it out and Mixwell spots it with the AWP. Optic will not give up lead.
What a retake also Optic. Just like you said, look, they were going horribly wrong. The Rush, it's flip side. They're not playing defense division. They're wanting to hit the duel. They're pushing down, which normally is the right idea to make. You want to be doing that very early in the round. You want to establish those strong positions before the rotations come in. Unfortunately for them, they're actually doing it while the CT's already waiting there. They're actually hunting terrorists. They're running out of time. They need to find kills here. And that was kind of nuts for me for flip side. Bomb ticking away, just had to fall back and get towards the inner ramp, and Markelov left with 3 versus 1. With the bomb in the steady work as well. If he found one kill, could have been enough. But Mixwell, once again, finding some form as he lands the final kill. As we 13-12 in favour of Optic first. Once again, he's using that steady. Too much of a bad let's get the first kill on the outside line.
Dus ik had het straks, ja. Ik kom nu niet van daar af.
Ik ben er net vanaf doodgelopen.
Ja, dat is dus...
Zie je nog wat ik had in dit match? Zo bij.
Yeah, you can hear the roars behind us. They know how much that round wins. That's probably the first vocal indicator we've seen from that side of the pitch. But 13-13, and now Optic They can't really afford to buy anything here. Flip side, potential double eco as well. You can see we've got 1600 on Mixwell, Sanazor on 2600. I think they just take a full eco here. They can squeeze out of our next round. Won't be the prettiest, but it's be something to work with. This is looking like a huge advantage now for Flipside. Like I said, they've got enough money to carry through the rest of the game now. So even if they were to drop around after this, that reset potential just looms over them ever so slightly.
Wat een cool systeem doen.
Shot.
Hij is veel gevraagd, hoe wordt het te lang gevat?
Yeah.
Dus hij kookt het systeem.
Didn't really fancy that round.
Okay. I'm done. You guys have fun. I'll join you in the
Kom
next
er ook een lang van vooruit.
This is it.
Die helemaal om doet
It was probably going to happen anyway. They've got a couple of deagles, that's it. But okay, something with it. Go for that blade.
His positioning still very defensive as well. He had a chance to try and flank out Shara, but Wolden waits for it. It's just Damps and Rush. He's a sitting duck. As Wolden finds him. Either way, it would have been Markelov pushing through to find him from Ivy if he hadn't. Damps now. 1 versus 4.
Yeah, and showing no real need to hunt him.
Maar de lijvers dan niet.
If he can get the kill, yes, you get the time for it, but if that's the save it, that'd be very beneficial. Not going to be the case this time. Well, it takes him down. 14-13 coming to the closing segment here, the crescendo. And one of these teams will be going home, so we'll see how this works out. It's going to be 14-13 now. Money, like I said, it's not great. It's definitely viable. I think this is the time for the pause to make sense and work out how you're going to approach the situation. So right now, Mixwell paid $200. He can't get the orb. But Knack, on the other hand, he's got 5,400. He could drop one over, but they'll be so stretched. What can Mitchell really offer to Farmers?
And Naf as well is also known. He could keep it himself for that
This
matter.
is
As a
bro-
secondary opera is typically a role he's found himself in.
Spawn
Spartak is his
elke keer
denial
net so dood
days.
ook.
Tiny little bit when he was in the early Liquid roster, but it's a tough call, you're right. I mean, it stretches it out extremely thin, and not only that, utility plays into that as well, because they have to try and slow this down from Flipside that's been bleeding them out already as it is. Nap's gone for it. He's bought the AWP, and so far hasn't dropped it over, so this indicates potentially that he wants to bring armor up and go with the lead role in that regard. However, Mixwell has gone for FAMAS and dropped that on the ground, so yeah, there it is. They do swap it over.
Yeah, this isn't one of those calls. It's not like we saw in the previous game where it's just like, okay, it's like NIP. Do we get pistols or do you get one Famas there? It's obviously a lot stronger in that scenario. They can get an orb, they can get some rifles. They just need to work out how they're going to set up it. That's more of the discussion is now. Obviously they'll be buying. Just how do we, what kind of formation are we going? I say let's get the orb up around there. Let's get Daps, who looks like he's got the orb right now. I'm assuming he's going to Mixwell. Get Mixwell toward that upper ramp area and inside. Get him the control he needs. If as soon as he's spotted in that area, at least we can keep 4 players outside that. It makes our weakened by a little bit stronger in that respect. We've got the crossfire set up outside. They need someone locking down a stronger position. That all needs to start paying dividends here. And we'll see what kind of setup they go for. At this point, though, Flipside, I always say this, where they get advantage of the freeze time as well. And they know that they're going to be adapting, they'll be changing something up. You can just throw a really fast outside tactic there. We've yet to see from Flipside. That can completely throw things out the window for whatever is coming in.
We'll see what they're saying. Markelov being the more vocal. We often talk about Blade being a tactical mastermind on this Flipside roster.
Indeed. Oh, that's the pause over. The final buy for Optic is it's going to be 3 and 4 A4s.
Didn't you can come closer?
And he was the player that had dropped over that ult to Mixwell, so eyes on him once again.
Wat zit daar in Duitsland?
Like we said, the last few
And
rounds.
now 15 or 15
Great
testing.
stuff. It hasn't been amazing
Wie?
dying sectors of the second.
But flip.